Hey guys, welcome to another beer review, and this is a beer that I picked up on what was my 2 days of hell as in Munich, where I lost my phone, and then the day after someone found it, so I had to go pick it up, and yeah, that was quite a hectic couple of days. And while I was there on the second day, I decided to have a little look in one of the department stores, just on a whim that they might have a little beer section. And they did, surprisingly enough. Very small though, but quite a nice amount of imports. I mean, there's some Shepherd Neame beers in there, Samuel Smith beers, like the Funky Buddha, lots of Euro lagers, and there was a nice selection of German craft beer as well. And as luck would have it, they were having a sale on the Crew Republic beers. So I thought, ooh, $1.99 per bottle. There might be a few that I've not tried. Well, I know there's a few that I've not tried, and they might be stocking them. So I picked up today's beer, which is down below, and a barley wine for $1.99. So that is in the basement. I'm going to age that for a little bit. And yeah, Crew Republic, I've drank a lot of their beers. They were kind enough to send me a big box of beer last year, and I was not disappointed with any of the beers. And this is one that I've heard a lot of people within the German craft beer community raving about, even though there was sort of like a little bit of, what would you call it, trolling action when this first beer was released from the community, because on the bottle labels initially the hops were labelled as malts and the malts were labelled as hops, so you know, you get the various posts on Facebook and that sort of thing. And I think they've changed that now. It would have been cool if they've kept it as a running gag, maybe, I don't know, but then again, that could get them in trouble with the governing body when it comes to labelling beers and stuff. Anyway, waffling on, and yeah, today it's a Crew Republic beer, and we are looking at the In Your Face, which is a West Coast IPA, clocking in at 6.8% with an IBU count of 70. So I'm expecting such an aggressive hop presence in this one. Best before date is the 17th of the 10th, 2017, so it's still got quite a shelf life to it. And I'll just read you what the hops are. Centennial, Chinook, Simcoe, Citra and Hercules. And malts are Pilsner, Munich and Crystal. Beer $1.99. Fantastic, vibrant artwork as always from Crew Republic, and there is the crown for the beer as well. So keeping all of those if I can get them off okay. So yeah, just actually come back from Munich. Decided to have a third round and drop my bottle cap on the floor because I can smell the hops from here. I wanted a day out because the girlfriend is away, so I was like, do I go to Munich, try again, or do I go to Bamberg? And Bamberg is close, but it's 2 hours on the train, and I can't be bothered driving 2 hours, so I went to Munich. Hit up Bierwarner and Getränke Oase, picked up some wonderful beers, and including my Bierwarner glass that I picked up. But again, I didn't buy this from Bierwarner. I'm just breaking this glass in with some nice hops. Very hoppy indeed on the nose. So let's see what we get when we pour it then. I'm not going to pour it all in. So, beer in the glass then, and it's got a nice amount of haze to it. Not overly hazy or anything like that, but lovely, to me, golden colour with some orangey amber hues in there. And yeah, nice amounts of carbonation in there. There may also be some particulates from the hops, but yeah, very pretty beer indeed, and I poured about one finger's worth of, and maybe ever so slightly off Whitehead, so it's definitely looking the part so far. Let's get a proper sniff of this one. And actually, it is really hoppy, but it's not as strong as when you sniffed it on the neck of the bottle, but that could be, I don't know my science, because it's such a confined space that the aroma could intensify. Is that how it works? But yeah, you definitely get a lovely hop character in this one. I'm getting that really dank, almost like garlicky, oniony smell. It's got a lovely resiny aroma to it as well. There's like a slight sherbety orange lemon sort of character. I'm getting a big hit of grapefruit, like a grapefruit juice. It's got this like chalky sort of aroma to it as well, like powderiness. That's the best way I can describe it. That's not a flavour though. But yeah, it's that like dank garlic, oniony sort of aroma that's coming through quite a lot, and it's really nice. You're getting that resinous character, you're getting that like piney character as well. But yeah, it smells lovely, and lovely crisp malt character as well. How many times did I say as well then in like 2 seconds? Yeah, it's been a long day. My feet are absolutely killing me. I've not eaten anything all day, and I got really excited when I was buying beer. So yeah, apologies about this video. I've had a run of really tedious videos, so I do apologise to anyone who's been sitting through them. But yeah, smells wonderful, looks good. Let's give it a taste. Prost. Ooh. Although it's a IBU count 70, it's not a massive hit of bitterness. And that's actually quite good because it's a really drinkable IPA. It's the upper end of medium, but it's crisp at the same time. You get a very slight oily, resiny sort of sensation on your palate when you've taken a sip of it. But yeah, that IBU count is masked really nicely. Well, I don't know if you can mask an IBU count, but it's not really that detectable. But yeah, this is definitely textbook West Coast IPA. It's not a fruit bowl, there are slight fruit characters, more along the lines of a grapefruit maybe, like lychee, that sort of thing, but you're getting the pininess to it. You are getting that slight savoury edge coming from what I attribute to that slight garlicky, oniony aroma. It's coming through on the flavour, but it's not like sickly or anything like that. Lovely zingy lime character to it as well. How big is it? 6.8%. It's drinking much easier than that. It really, really is. And that could be a good thing and a bad thing. So let's pour the rest in, give it a little bit of a twirl and see what happens. Oh, look at that. Not too sure how filtered or anything like that this beer is, so we shall see what happens when it's all in. And that has become really quite dense, considerably more dense than it was. And you can see some slight particulates floating around in there, but just look at that. It's like a block of a hazy, orangey amber colour. And look at that head, look how reinforced that head is right now. So foamy and creamy looking. This looks wonderful. Flavours died down a bit, which I'm guessing is because of that head in there, but yeah, let's give it one final taste and a rating. It's a little bit more bitter now that everything's in there, but that bitterness could have been coming from the head that's mixed in with the beer as I'm drinking it. But yeah, it's like in your face, that's the name of the beer. It's not the power punch to the jaw that I was expecting, but it is, in terms of that like resiny bitterness, aggressively hopped in that way, but it's not a hoppy tasting beer. It's that like, again, weird garlicky oniony sort of flavour that is really the star of the show, and that bitterness is really quite undetectable for what it is. But yeah, very drinkable, very crushable beer at 6.8%. Is it the best West Coast IPA that I've ever tried? No, but it's a damn good beer anyway. Another very solidly brewed beer from Crew Republic. I've yet to have a bad beer from these guys. And yeah, it's not lived up to the hype that I've put on myself, but it is a damn good beer. And I wish I'd have picked up maybe 2 or 3 more bottles of it, because you could stupidly do a session on this, seriously. So in terms of a rating then, on Crew Republic's In Your Face, I'm going to give this one a very commendable 8 out of 10. I've nearly finished it already. So if you've tried this beer, as always, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Check out Crew Republic, check out my Crew Republic playlist, there's quite a few videos on there. If you ever get the opportunity to try any of their beers, I highly recommend that you do so, especially if you're in Munich or the Bavarian area, because you find a lot of the Munich Crew Republic beers popping up in some of the supermarkets now, which is great. It's great to see that they're getting that exposure for their wonderful beers. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know anything in the comments box, any comments or thoughts, opinions. Follow me on all the usual social media, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so for almost daily beer reviews. And yeah, I'm just going to crash on the bed and enjoy the rest of this beer. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Prost.